Hello from Berlin. I've been au pairing here for about 6, almost 7 months now, and I'm actually in my last week of au pairing. The family goes on vacation next week. I will still be here for about 2 weeks and then I head back. So crazy. I've been getting so many questions about au pairing, how I found my family, how it works, if you want to become an au pair, the steps you need to take. So I'm here to show you kind of my situation. Why don't I just give you a quick tour of the house? So I am standing right now in the dining room, and this is probably one of my favorite rooms of the house because of these windows. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Super green right now because it's summer, but it's not always like that. In winter it was bare. And yeah, here's the table, which I made lunch for Leon, and he did not clean it up, which he's supposed to. Here's the kitchen. It's actually quite small, but it works. So yeah, that's the kitchen in there. Their house is super cool because each room is on a level. So now I'm gonna go downstairs. Here is the living room. And out there we have the garden. Open this up since it's raining, everything's kind of put away. But yeah, so here's the Wohnzimmer. The living room's kind of messy right now. Then I'm gonna go down a little bit into the front entry. There's the front entry. Down there are 2 more doors. One is an office. One is the Keller, which is the basement. I'm gonna go back upstairs. Up here. So up here are the bedrooms. Here's the first one. This is the parents' room. Not gonna show there. Then we have my bathroom. Here's my bathroom. It's on the 2nd level. There's a mirror, sink, shower. I have this little area to put my stuff in. Sink, toilet. Honestly, I think it's super important to have your own bathroom if you're an au pair. That just crosses into a line that's awkward. You have to share a bathroom. Anyway, here is their bathroom. Their bathroom is bigger, but it's closer to my room. So now we're in the bureau, teeny tiny room. And then here I'm going to my room. So here's my bed. I can normally push it in and then I'll have a way bigger room. I have a little desk. Then I have a dresser. And my favorite part about this room is this view. Made some coffee. Anyway, that's the layout of the house. So it's super cool. There's also one more flight, and there is the kids' rooms up there. So yeah, it's super cool layout of a house. I feel like I have my own little space and don't feel too, like when I want to get away from the family, I feel like it's a good little corner because I have my whole side of the house, or my room is on one side of the house, so that's super nice. Now I'm going to start talking about au pairing stuff and why I decided to become an au pair and what steps I took once I knew I wanted to au pair and all that good stuff. So I'm sitting down, kind of eating lunch, very German lunch. I didn't know about this until I got here. This is a potato pancake and they put applesauce on it. It's actually pretty good, but I didn't feel like making one, and there's leftover from Leon's lunch. Okay, so I've put together kind of like a rough outline of if you want to become an au pair, what steps you should do to find a family, and once you found a family, what the contract should look like. That is just going to be this video. There's too much to say otherwise. I'll try to make a few more videos with details about stuff. But this video will be about finding a family and steps you need to take once you find one before you come. The first question before you even sign up on a website to become an au pair should be, why do you even want to become an au pair? Because money, if you're doing this for money, it's not. Don't do it. You don't make any money. German law requires au pairs to get per month at least 260 euro. and that's like nothing. I get paid a little more than that, and I have a German class to pay for, a monthly U-Bahn ticket which is like 81 euros. So my goal when I came here was to break even, and there's no way that I could save money while I've been here. So money is not a good reason. I wanted to au pair to learn German. Also, I was taking a semester off of school. I wanted to go live abroad because I have worked with kids a lot. I thought, why not go do it in another country while learning the language? So that's what I did. Okay, so after you have answered that question and it's not about money, the next step is signing up for a website, a Facebook group, or finding a family. So I used AuPair World. It's free and the families are easy to contact. Okay, I just reactivated my account to show you guys what my profile looks like. I put up some pictures of myself, and that's of a kid I babysit for, my family, what I like to do. Yes, there's kind of my pictures. Make sure you have a few. Here is my letter. You can read it if you want, I'm not going to. If you want to search for a family, go to AuPair World, find a family. So there we go, and here are all the families you can look for. There's 26 pages. This is just for Germany. Then say you wanted to, these people are in Berlin, wanted to send them a message, just click send message. Those families don't look too far in advance. I was looking months in advance, and that process was so frustrating because I didn't find a family until 6 weeks before I came, and I started looking 6 months before I wanted to au pair. And most families are looking for an au pair to come within the next few weeks. So don't stress if you don't find one far in advance, because I didn't either. You probably will only find one a couple weeks before starting. One other thing that I've heard is joining Facebook groups. So like I knew I wanted to au pair in Berlin. So maybe if you know where you want to au pair, like which city, go find a Facebook group. I'm sure there's one, and families post on there all the time saying, hey, we're looking for an au pair to start next week, or like in a few weeks here, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's more casual on there. So once you have found a few I would say a few families are better because it's just better to have more options than less. So what you want to do is write a letter to them. Make sure this letter is good. At first I wrote, hey, I'm interested in your family. I think we'd be a good fit. Check out my profile. Tell me what you think. I didn't get any replies from saying that. You're gonna be living with them. You're gonna be like basically another family member, and they want to hear something personal. If like you connect with something that they said on their bio, make sure it's heartfelt. Make sure you say something that like is personal about that family, or else they're not gonna reply, most likely. And make sure, yeah, that you write at least 2 to 3 paragraphs, I would say, about yourself, about the family, and how you'd like would work well into their family. Then after you have found a family, or I suggest a few families, I FaceTimed with 4 families before I chose. So once you've found a family that fits well, make sure you set up a Skype call. And when you're doing the call, make sure that it's more of like a friendly relationship than professional, because you are basically gonna become part of the family, and you don't want that to always be like, yes, your kids have been fed for the day, they ate a sandwich, 5 cherries, blah, blah, blah. My relationship with this family is it's like we're family friends, or now it's like we're family, seriously. So make sure that you feel comfortable with them. I had a few FaceTime calls that felt so uncomfortable, and it just didn't feel right, so I said no to them. And make sure that you try to set up a few calls with them. I set up 2 calls before saying yes to this family. Even after the call, I still FaceTime them just to check in to see how they were doing, to see how I was doing. So when you're actually in the midst of the call, you should talk about like logistical things. So you should talk about hours that you'll be working, payment, like how much you'll get paid per month, or daily and weekly tasks, if you have to do a few household things. Which days you have to work, do you get weekends off, how long you will au pair for them, like how many months. if they have a room, if they will help pay for your German course that you're taking. You don't have to take a language course, but if you'd like to. My family's helping me not pay for all of it, but about half. A very, very important one is food. You need to talk about food. If you're allowed to eat their food, if you can like write on a list stuff that you want for them to buy. Say you're lactose intolerant, you can like request like oat milk or something, or see if they would get oat milk for you, you know. That is super important. I've heard so many stories. Like I had a friend that I met in my German class, and his family literally only bought bread. The kids would eat at Kita, their hot meal, and then for dinner every day they had bread and cheese. He was allowed to eat their food, but that was the only thing that they had in their house. He ended up like buying his own food. So make sure you talk about that and make sure it's super clear. One more thing about food too, you can ask if you will eat dinner with them or if you'll make your own dinner yourself. Once you agree or have found a family, have them send you a contract. And don't be afraid to be nitpicky with this. The family needs you more than you need them, you know? So you want to make sure that the contract will be suitable for you, you know, and that they won't take advantage of you. If you see something that doesn't fit, then just say something. My family had previous au pairs already, so I was able to contact a previous one, see if everything was in check, you know, like if she liked it or not. Make sure that the contract like lays out your schedule, your tasks, your hours, jobs around the house, payment, and visa. Something else that you should ask the family about, it's in the law, at least in Germany, that you have to let your au pair take a language course. So you need to have time, a chunk in the day, off to go take that. Mine was 3 hours long from 9 a.m. to 11:45. Yeah, so don't be afraid to be nitpicky with the contract, because you're going to be doing that every single day that you're there, you know? And then with your visa, once you have done the contract, you need to start figuring out your visa. There is an au pairing visa here in Germany. You can au pair up to a year. I didn't get my visa until I was here because as a US citizen, I'm allowed to be in Germany up to 3 months with no visa. So I got my visa actually like the very last month I was here. I tried to get it before, but it's super hard to get an appointment. So my suggestion is to try to get your visa before you come. If you can't though, make an appointment. There's a list of things that you need to bring to your appointment. I think it was like a contract with your family, a letter from the family, money, some job permit thing, and my passport. Oh, and passport photos or something like that. Don't take my word for it. Look up a website. I'll try to link the website under. Make sure you go fully prepared, because if you don't have everything, they're going to send you away and then you have to make another appointment. It's going to be like weeks that you have to wait. Anyway, I hope that helped. I hope I covered a good chunk of it. That's just my advice. I remember being so excited to come. I was like, that's okay. Like, I mean, it's ended up being totally fine, but now thinking about it, I think I would like pick a couple things on the contract. I don't want to say anything negative, but just make sure that you read the contract super thoroughly. If you have any more questions, of course, just leave me a comment down below, or if you have any more suggestions of a video to do about this, let me know. I only have a week left here, but I can still make videos about it when I'm back. Hope this was helpful, because a lot of people have been asking me questions about this, so finally sat down and did it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, wait, I thought of one more thing. It's coming from the US, people love to have their own space too. I remember like getting off from au pairing the first week or so and thinking, okay, I need to go upstairs because the family wants to like have their space and, you know, not be with me anymore. They want to be a family. That is totally not the case with them. They want to spend time with me. They want to get to know me, like not in a weird way. And like if I wanted or needed my own space, they do respect that. Just don't feel awkward about interacting with a family past when you work, you know, unless they really want that. But I remember coming here thinking like every day, okay, I'm done, I need to go upstairs. I mean, I also wanted to because I wanted my own space. But if you don't feel like going upstairs, if you feel like just chilling with the family, like I'm sure that's fine. And especially Europeans, I think that they're way more welcoming and don't really care as much about having space, if that makes sense. But I just remember thinking, oh, like, they probably want their own space now, but they really don't care at all. So don't feel awkward about like talking with them, staying around.